Hello, Mark here. Backyard survival. Got something in the mail today. Come in a nice box. Ordered it from sergeantgrit.com. Actually, it's grunt.com, but it's Sergeant Grit store. And Marine Corps. Hurrah. Got a nice box and an invoice. KaBar. USMC fighting knife. Full size. American made, Olean, New York. It says on the end here, KaBar, knife made in USA, sheath made in Mexico. My opinion is we need to buy American. If we keep buying Chinese and Japanese, they are gonna own us. By buying this knife, I probably help support 6 U.S. citizens, and since the sheath is made in Mexico, probably half a dozen Mexican nationals. But I did the best I could. In the box, a knife, a sheath, and some padding. I'm a little disappointed that there is no information, no nomenclature, no care and feeding, no history. The box is pretty cool with the blueprint, all the measurements. It says that the blade is 7 inches. Tang is threaded, but tapped. It says it was made 9 December 1942. I don't know if I believe that. USMC fighting knife. Full-size KaBar. The sheath is a pretty good sheath. I don't really like belt loop leather sheaths like this. This does have some nice stitching, a lot of rivets. It is stitched both sides instead of being folded, so there's a spacer in between. The blade will never touch the stitches, so you don't have to worry about the blade cutting the stitches in the sheath. And even if that wears out, the rivets are still there. You know, those guys in Mexico, they do a pretty good job, I guess. Stamped into the leather, KaBar, USMC, Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, and USMC right there. The loop for the handle, it's not spring-loaded like some knives I know about, but it has been formed so that when you unsnap it, it does move completely out of the way. So that's pretty cool. But I will be replacing this sheath. I'm going to make a sheath. A lot like some of the others I've seen on YouTube and eBay. I'm not a knife maker, but I can craft some leather. So I'll be doing a video on that at a later point. Let's get to the knife. The knife looks really nice. It's a polished leather, stacked leather handle. The blade, of course, we already found out is 7 inches. Let's see how true that is. Yep, just about 7 inches from right there. The height of the blade is 1.25 inches, and the thickness of the blade it's only a little more than 1/4 inch. So that I'm not too happy about. I would like to see that thicker, but this design's been true since 1942, and that's what I bought. I bought this because I wanted an authentic KaBar full-size USMC fighting knife. Now, because I did that, I have some trade-offs. One is the blade thickness. The next is the tapering on this point starts halfway back on the blade. Now you could actually spend a little time and put an edge on that top clip. For a survival knife, that's probably not the greatest idea. For a fighting knife, that's what it's for. This is a fighting knife. It says so right on the box. But it feels good in your hand. Everything is all black powder coated. I'm sure that'll all wear off. Says USMC right there. That is engraved into the blade. Says KaBar, Orleans, New York, right there, engraved into the blade. Feels good, feels solid. A quick comparison. There's the KaBar, and here's my SOG GovTac. So you can see that the blades are quite a bit different in length. So it looks like the KaBar is a little bit thicker this way, and it's about 1 inch longer. Hard for you guys to see, but it's about 1 inch longer. USMC fighting knife. 1095 carbon steel blade, I do believe. A lot of people don't like the pin that holds the pommel on, but it has to be attached some way. So. And I'm not going to be using it to pound tent stakes. I like my knives, so I'll find something else to pound a tent stake in with, even if it's a rock. If I was in a survival situation, it might be a different story, but since they haven't dropped the bomb on us yet, it feels like a true flat ground. It'll be easy to keep an edge on that in the field. It didn't come real sharp. It came sharp, but not real sharp. Not as sharp as the SOG. So there it is. KaBar full-size USMC fighting knife. I paid a little bit more for it. I paid $59 for this knife. Could probably get it a few dollars cheaper on eBay. But I bought it from Sergeant Grit on purpose, because I want to make sure that I do my part to keep Sergeant Grit there, so the next time I want to buy some Marine Corps merchandise, I can go straight to him, and he's got everything you could imagine. If you haven't checked out his website, you really should. You could Google Sergeant Grit, or just go to www.grunt.com, and it's everything Marine Corps. If you haven't been there, you ought to check him out. That's a very nice knife. I'll be glad to carry that. Get that sheath made. I'm Mark. Backyard Survival. Thanks for looking. Hope to see you again.